All
I'm
right,
on my account visiting Northman.
we are live.
Okay. Welcome to Living by Oak Values. We don't just talk about values, we embody them. And we're here to unlock what makes us stronger men, fearless leaders, and unstoppable humans. I'm Gary, Superior Mailman, and this isn't just a podcast, it's a mission. And we're here to keep it real, raw, and we are ready to rebuild. So if you're tired of playing small, you're ready to reclaim your identity, your power, your purpose, then lean in, because this episode could be the spark that changes everything. Let's dive in.
All right, and I'm gonna give us. Yep, we're live, and I'm Rob. Today's episode. Oh, there it goes. Today's.
Shall we do it?
No. You perfect, perfect. Today's episode is about sensitivity. Yeah, I said it. Don't flinch. Now, if you're the kind of guy who says, "I'm just blunt," and that was me. Congratulations, you've hurt 5 people this week and you didn't notice it. I've been there, we've all been there, and it is part of learning growth. And we're going to kind of try to break it down the best we can. Well, it really means to be a sensitive man without becoming soft, weird, or whipped. Spoiler alert, it might make you stronger.
So whether you've been with us from the start, or you're just new or just tuning in, welcome to the crew. Grab your next level data packet and stay tuned, stay updated at NorthmanCoaching.com. So tonight, Rob and I, we are going to explore the value of sensitivity, not as a weakness, but as a strength. We will discuss how parents and loved ones can remain grounded while expressing disappointment when necessary and still communicate love in a way that strengthens relationships. We will show how sensitivity helps us separate behavior from identity, build trust, and maintain connection, even in conflict.
You put that in there, didn't you?
Did what?
Because I don't remember that being in there the other night when we discussed it.
I made it blue.
Okay. Anyways,
Moving on.
so defining sensitivity is like an awareness of needs and emotions for others. And I have to be honest, this one was very difficult for me to learn, to practice. Um, I think it ranked up there with emotions. I was not sensitive to other people's emotions. And to me, even though you're sensitive, you're not overreacting. It's more just tuning into how people feel. And the best thing is to keep calm when other people overreact. Um, Gary, do you have a
Yep. So,
story?
yes, I do. So, I did not want to do this value also because I didn't know where to go with it. And then the other day, I had a discussion with my daughter. And a little backstory on that. She is in Arizona for the last month and change. She's 13. So, it's difficult. It's probably difficult at any age, but it's difficult when your teenage daughter goes away for a month and change. Anyway, so she had texted me later at night about a topic that she felt was near and dear to her, and I disagree with her. And the topic hit close to home, and I was disappointed in her, and I told her that I was disappointed, and she took that. Well, it was late at night, and I was going to sleep, so I told her I was disappointed in her, and I left it at that, and I went to sleep.
Question.
Go ahead.
Where you bluntly said, I'm disappointed in you.
I can't recall. I was either, no, I don't know. It wasn't blunt enough for me to remember whether I said I was disappointed in her or what she said. But I think it came across as I bluntly said, I'm disappointed in you.
Gotcha.
So anyway, so leaving her on that note as I went to sleep, knowing that the thoughts in her head, what could possibly be going on, that dad hates me, dad doesn't love me, I'm a disappointment, failure, I don't know. And I thought about that the next day. So I was worried about her, that she was in a spot where she was unsure of my love for her. So I had tried to contact her and try to get more of the story that she was trying to express to me the evening before that I was disappointed in. And she would not respond to my calls or my texts. And I had reached out to my ex-wife, actually, she had reached out to me to tell me that my daughter was upset and did not want to talk to me because she feared that I didn't love her, and she didn't know how she was going to live knowing that we've had such a great time, and she couldn't see me again because I was disappointed in her.
Mm.
Any questions on
So
that yet?
I actually want to play devil's advocate, and I want to be imposing like my dad's point of view on this.
Okay.
And, and I want everybody to know that this isn't my point of view. This is kind of like I had asked chat to say, hey, take Gary's story and come up with my dad's point of view, more or less. Um, but Gary,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You want to reassure her, but don't you think you're raising a kid who can't handle feedback? I mean, life isn't always warm and fuzzy, and she should kind of live with disappointment without needing constant reassurance.
I agree with you, but she's also 13 and she's a female. I think boys are raised different from girls, and she's also 2,000 miles away.
Mm.
So it's not like she couldn't even run to her mother. Her mother is also 2,000 miles away. So I didn't want her to feel lost. Like she didn't know where to go, who to turn to.
Mm.
When I know, like when I was in trouble as a boy, that, if it was my dad that was mad at me or disappointed in me, my mother was there. And if my mother was disappointed, my father was there. And they were always on the same team. So if one was disappointed, they were both disappointed. But I also think that men or boys are raised differently than girls. I think we can take it in a different way. But even with that being said, as a boy, when I was told that my parents were disappointed in what I had done, it hurt. It hit differently than you messed up. You're bad. Disappointment is not doing something bad. Disappointment is really letting down the people that raised you.
Mm.
So,
But by softening that disappointment on your daughter,
mm-hmm.
doesn't that dilute the lesson?
No,
Mm.
because
Can
she
you?
felt the sting, and then
Mm.
so when I finally did get a hold of her the next day, I explained to her that I was disappointed in her actions, not in her personally, but her actions. The story that she was discussing with me, she didn't do proper research. She looked at one side of the story and got the worst possible scenario. And like I said, it hit close to home for me. So I was very upset with her. I was very disappointed in the fact that she would even bring it to me with that point of view. But I also told her that I'm proud of her. After the disappointment, after the punishment was laid down, I told her that I was proud that she could come to me knowing that I felt completely different and still feel safe coming to me. And I want her to know that even in the future, even though I was disappointed in her actions, not her, that she could still always come to me. I am her. The text I sent her was, I love you and you're stuck with me as a dad forever. That's not going to change. And you can always come to me, always. Even if I disagree, even if I'm disappointed in what you have to say, you can always come to me.
So I've heard of it. It is that sometimes parents lean too much to being their friend
Yep.
rather than a parent. Don't you think that's sensitivity that you're showing her? Isn't it kind of blurring the line? And instead of just letting the kid sit being discomfortable.
Well, I did let her sit. She sat all night in it.
Mm.
And I think that if I was to be more of a parent, or more of a friend, then assuming if she was here, I would have, I'm disappointed in you. Let's get ice cream.
Mm.
Let's go get some clothes. Let's go to the beach. Then the line is completely blurred. It's actually erased.
Mm.
Dad's upset with me, but we're gonna go surfing today. Huh? Where's the punishment? Where's the trouble? Now she doesn't know what disappointment is to me. And I also wanted to, part of that was to set an example of what it means to be disappointed so that she can learn for herself in the future. If somebody upsets her, that she needs to be, let them know that she's disappointed.
Mm.
I'm not sure if that made sense, but
It does. It does.
okay.
It does.
What?
So the next one is, and I did this a lot when I was a kid, is one if she's smart as I was, when she realizes, hey, if I act disappointed in front of my dad, he'll be nicer to me and try to be less disappointed in me, and he'll show me more sensitivity.
Mm. So manipulate me.
Ah, yes, manipulate. Thank you.
Gotcha. Um, that is always a possibility.
Mm.
That is something that I will never accuse anybody of being manipulative until they have proven it. It's like innocent until proven guilty. My bottom line was I wanted her to know that I loved her. That yes, I was disappointed in what she had done, but that does not change how I feel about her. And that was the important part. Actually, the important part was drawing that line. So yes, disappointed, not happy, still love her. Still my
Mm.
kid. I'm still her dad. Not going to change anything. And just because I'm disappointed in this right here doesn't mean that next week we can't be together. We can't go on a hike. We can't go get ice cream. I'm disappointed right now. That doesn't last forever. That
Mm.
lasts at this moment on this topic. Now, if that topic comes up next week, I'll be disappointed again. So it's best that we probably don't bring that topic up. But she can discuss the topic, but she should not voice. I don't want to say voice it. She shouldn't bring that topic up without doing the research that needs to be done.
Mm.
If that topic has factual stuff in it, that it is what it is. I mean, I might not be comfortable with the topic, but if it is factual, she's done her research, then I mean, there's nothing I can say about it.
So do you think maybe she could use it to leverage stuff off of you to
Give me an
make you
example.
feel better? Shoot. Actually, I don't have a good example. Hey, Dad. Uh, if I'm sitting here going, "Hey, Dad, whatever the topic was, I'm going to discuss it the way you like it, so you will never be disappointed in me."
Hmm.
So she's manipulating you so you will never show disappointment in her, even though that's the opposite way she truly feels.
I think that it's funny because I think between my ex-wife and I, we've raised her to speak her mind,
Mm.
and I made it very clear that day, at the next day when I spoke to her, that she needs to do her research.
Mm.
So, like, even if it's a topic that I don't like, I don't care. She can bring it to me. That's fine.
Mm.
But if she comes and tells me that the ocean is fresh water, she checked the internet. That's what the internet said. That's not factual. So I'll be disappointed that she has come to me with this without fact checking what she's talking about.
But that's where I'm getting at is,
Okay.
so what if she comes to you going, all water is fresh water, or mm, because who are you to say what's fact and what's fiction?
Because I'll fact check it. I ask the internet. I ask the
Uh,
internet.
Uh-huh. You think chat's always right, don't you? Uh-huh. They didn't tell you the world was flat, did they?
They did not. They did not. I learned from chat that the Earth is round and the moon landing was real.
Yeah.
But the point that I have, I don't think that she would manipulate me because between myself and her mother, she was raised to say what's on her mind and to not. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I'm thinking of an instance where that's not true.
Hmm.
But I don't think that she would say something that she disagrees with just to agree with me.
Gotcha.
And if I'm wrong, then we'll find out in the future, I guess. But
So,
go ahead.
oh, no, no,
No,
no.
no,
Finish
you go
up.
ahead. You go.
Well, I was gonna go, what are a few takeaways that
That's
you could
exactly that's exactly what I was going with. So,
yeah, okay.
well, just for the listeners out there that if you need to have that moment with a child or a friend or anybody really, for me, I needed to acknowledge my daughter's feelings.
Mhm.
She was very upset. I was very upset. She's 13. I'm 25. So you like that one? Plus some. Anyway,
Where's the fact checking on that one, huh? Are you
I just checked it. I just fact checked it. I asked myself. Anyway, so I had to acknowledge her feelings, and I knew that she not only felt the disappointment, but she also felt like I didn't love her, like I didn't want her as my
Mhm.
daughter anymore. And that's not true. So
Yeah.
then I had to separate the behavior from the person, and that's where I explained to her that, listen, I said, I am disappointed in what you said.
Mhm.
I'm not disappointed in who you are or anything like that. Just what you said. And then I had to, after
Mhm.
that, I reaffirmed. I told her I loved her, and I will, unfortunately, in her eyes, I think, always be her dad. I'm happy to be
Mhm.
her dad. I'm proud to be her dad. But unfortunately, she's stuck with me for the rest of her life, or at least the rest of
Or
my
the
life.
yeah, yeah.
um, so that's it. So I told her that's it. Stuck with me. I love her, and that's not going to change. And I also told her that there's a very good chance that she will disappoint me again in the future, and that still will not change the fact that I love her. And then I invited. I told her. I said, "What was your thoughts? What were you thinking when you did that? What you did?" And she told me, "I checked this and I checked that." I'm like, "You can't get reliable news from TikTok," and that was
That's
it.
the best place to get news. What are
I
you talking
agree.
about?
I agree. And so it's funny because the punishment for her was that she had just got on TikTok uh, on this trip. She had called or asked her mother, and her mother asked me, and I said, under the condition that she does not go down any rabbit holes, that it's just
Mm.
for making these cute little girly girl videos, and that's it. And she's like, "Yep, no problem." I said, "Okay, you can have it." And boom, not even 2 weeks later, down a rabbit hole. I was like, "All right, so you are off of TikTok, so you're at least 14."
Yeah.
And then she said, "Okay, I learned my lesson. Can I go back on TikTok?" I was
That was
like,
a quick lesson.
Mike,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you learned your lesson, but I need to see more proof.
Mm.
So we will wait till we're 14, and then we will try again.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, sensitivity was not my strong suit. Um, it was it was teaching me that I had to be more connected with my daughter, actually.
Okay. But so,
And
how would you be more connected if she had done something against your wishes or had disappointed you?
see, sometimes she probably has, but she wouldn't tell me.
Tell you
She's
what.
very quiet about things. And so
Okay.
if she does disappoint you, I I had to learn that I had to, oh, I wrote it down. If she did, I had to watch her face, watch her the tone, the way she told me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I overreacted, like just like my dad, when My dad was angry, he overreacted. I mean, his face got red hot mad, and he would start yelling, screaming, and I had to watch myself. And in the past, I would have done that. In the past,
Mhm.
I even remember yelling at my mom and dad and gotten super mad. But I had to stop myself and say, she's watching you, Robert. She's watching you, Robert.
Mhm.
Don't blow up. And it made me go, how can I discipline her without making her feel like I'm blowing up on her, like a piece of dynamite in her hand,
Right.
and that I don't love her. And the biggest part was just sit and wait because the logic of why she did it usually comes later. And it fills in the holes, and you're like, oh, she thought like that. That's such a kid way of thinking.
Hmm.
And then it's like, can you really discipline her for a way a kid thinks?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't get super mad because it's like, I would have done the same thing at her age kind of deal. So,
Right. So, but
yeah.
back to sensitivity and also piggybacking whatever the word is on your story. I think kids these days need, because of the way things are with school and all the new rules and the participation trophies, like we need to be a little more sensitive,
Hmm.
but you also need to have that assertiveness. Like, so you
Hmm.
said your dad would blow up, turn all red.
Hmm.
My dad would blow up too.
Hmm.
And did I ever think he didn't love me? Absolutely, I didn't think he loved me. Looking back on it now, I know he always loved me. And I know that he did that to raise me properly and protect me from my own stupidity.
Yeah.
But at that time, as a young boy, it just looked like rage. It looked like I hate you.
Mm.
Um, and so I wanted to get the same point across to my daughter without the I hate you.
Yeah.
I don't want her to ever think that.
Yeah.
So,
So you got your phone out looking at the comments? We
nope.
got two comments. One is from Miss Paula Holtz.
Ah,
She says, "You're right. You're a great dad." And then we have a second one, Sir to life. Your
hmm,
children will disappoint you. Don't overthink it.
yep.
Mm,
And in all
yeah.
honesty, on that comment, everybody at some point will disappoint you.
Mm.
But
But
that doesn't mean
kids are
you.
still learning. You can't expect the same things you do because kids have to go through failure in order
Yeah.
to mature.
I mean, we're still learning at this age.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have disappointed me before. It doesn't mean that we should end our friendship. It doesn't mean
What?
that we hate each other. I mean, it's part of life.
Mm.
You're gonna disappoint people. That's a part of life. But if you don't know that you've disappointed them, this is becoming more of a topic on disappointment versus sensitivity. But
Disappointment versus sensitivity.
we keep talking about disappointment. But
Yeah, we do, don't we?
well,
Doggone it.
only because I'm talking about how I was sensitive in reeling my daughter back in.
Mm.
So,
Yep. Very good.
got anything else there, brother?
What was the last sensitivity? And then being blunt. Oh, yes. Being blunt is honesty without caring. And sensitivity is honesty with connection.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
I did like that. And after I got divorced,
Hmm.
I became very honest without caring. And I was blunt with everybody around me. I was like, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I realized it didn't really gather me any more friends, I guess.
Okay.
Because I wasn't making a connection. I wasn't out to make a connection. I was just going to tell you if you were a butthole to me, I was going to tell you you were a butthole to me, but
I got you.
I didn't care. But as we go further and further, and this is why this value is much more needed in like a men's community. Sensitivity, because the more we make connections with people,
Hmm.
we have to understand how to build relationships with people. That
Absolutely.
connection with being honest is how sensitivity we need to be more sensitive
Right.
as men in that way.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because
We want,
not everybody is going to, we need to start caring about other people and making connections.
right.
So, sorry.
No, you're
It
100%
was my
correct on that
bullet
one.
point. So,
All good. Anyway, so that is a wrap for today's episode. Don't just listen to your values, live it. Sensitivity could be the link that bonds, and every moment is yours. Are you rising or are you retreating? Are you honoring your worth or are you selling yourself short? Show up for yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. If you need a breakthrough, don't wait. Book a one-on-one session and let us help. Let us help you master your emotional state, your mindset, and your mission.
and tag us at Oak Values. And no matter where you are on the journey, keep walking. Tune in next week. Wow, next week isn't sensitivity.
Shit, we didn't look at that.
But
So,
know that sensitivity is a human superpower. We lose practice in reading people deeply, showing warmth, or truly being present. Um, but where did I lose? I lost it.
all right. Well,
Yeah,
subscribe.
I can't. That was not supposed to be that one.
All
Yeah,
good.
that was my
Sus-
fault.
Subscribe on YouTube and follow me at Spirit Mailman on TikTok for your daily dose of real talk and raw wisdom. And brothers, our motivated men's group meets every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hit the events tab, and there's a fire at the table and a seat waiting for you. Let's go.
And big things are just getting started. New episode, unfiltered guests, conversations that cut deeper than ever. Got a story that you want to share, a value that redefines your past? Speak up. This chapter is about you. Let's build it together.
And until next time, stay grounded, keep growing, and above all, stay authentic. See you soon.
Good job, brother.